All right, team, we are going to start up nightly Zooms again. Woohoo! We are getting everybody ramped up. A lot of people are shooting for rank before the April conference so that you can be recognized when you walk across that stage. So here is what out of the gate in 48 and a forced launch look like, okay? And I want this to be your goal. So out of the gate in 48 means in the first 2 days when someone signs up, you're going to help them get their first 2 legs. Now, guys, if someone wants to crock pot it or they want to run their own race, this is not a mandate. You guys know that we're not here to micromanage anyone. But what it is it's a really awesome goal for people to shoot for, because here's what happens. Somebody just dropped $2,000 on supplements. And if you let them sit for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a lot of times they'll start getting cold feet and they start freaking out. So it's a very, very good idea to get them up and going, because there is something very psychological to getting their first 2 successes. Now, does it mean if they don't get their first 2 in 2 days that they're a total loser and they suck? No, no. This is a goal that we as a team just push for. So that's where these nightly Zooms are going to come in very handy, because when you sign someone up, what you should do is say, okay, here's the YouTube link. Watch these 2 videos, New IBO Training with Lindsay, Back Office Training with Lindsay and Sam. Trust me, I'm doing this for you. It will take 95% of every question they will ask off of your plate. So those are good for you to have them watch. Then you say, all right, tomorrow we've got a live webinar. I want you to make a list of at least 10 people, and we're going to do some invite calls. And do the first couple with them. You know, when you pick up the phone and say you're calling, you know, Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? I'm sitting here with my friend Lindsay, and listen, what do you got going tonight? And she's probably going to say, well, nothing. Listen, can you jump on a live webinar with us at 9 o'clock, you and your hubby? Put the kids in bed. Homework will be done. Can you hop on this? I want you to take a look at something that's pretty awesome. And if she says, well, what is it? Well, it's a nutraceutical company we got involved with. It's a ground floor opportunity. They're looking for, you know, investors. There's a lot of layers to this thing. I really don't know everything, but that's where this live webinar is going to be so great. I'll be on it with you, and I'll call you as soon as it's done and go over any questions. So guys, that's just one example of verbiage. For me, it changes every time. I swear I don't have a script. Everybody I talk to, I say something different. But come up with a verbiage where you're piquing their interest. Your whole goal is just to get them to commit to getting on the Zoom that night. Now, as soon as they say, yeah, sure, we'll hop on, great. I'll text you the info as soon as we hang up. Then get off the phone. Do not sit there and keep talking and doing the pure puke. As soon as they commit, awesome. I'll send you the link as soon as we hang up. So anyway, these Zooms we're going to do nightly. We're going to have different leaders coming in. The Zoom schedule is posted here, so make sure you check it out. There is one tonight, Sunday, but we're going to start doing them Monday through Thursday. They will be every single night, same ID, same time, leading up to the April conference. So again, this is for us as a team to really ramp up and getting people going. So the forced launch means when you sign someone up, you're telling them, okay, tomorrow we have a live Zoom. Let's put a list together and we're going to get them on the Zoom. Do you see what that is? It's forced in the sense of you're telling them, we've got this, let's do it. Because here's what you need to know. If someone's serious about this business and they really want to be a runner, they can put a list of 10 names together and on their lunch break, make calls and try to get people on the Zoom. They may get 2 or 3, that's fine. If someone is refusing to put a list together and they're not, you know, they're not seeming like they're on, then guess what? They're not ready to run right now. And so you are there for them when they are ready, you're reactive, but then you need to move on and go be proactive with the people that do want to run. So a forced launch is the ball's in your court as their coach and as their mentor, where you're telling them, if you want to run, this is the freight train and this is how we do it. If they don't want to do it, that's fine. That's totally fine. But you don't want to leave it up to them on when they're going to do the first Zoom. No. We're doing a Zoom tomorrow. Here we go. The other thing this does is people sit and they wait for these live meetings. We can't have that either. Because guess what? There may not be a live meeting in your area for the next 3 weeks, month, or there may not be one at all. So again, these live Zooms are very helpful. And I tell people this all the time. You need to build belly to belly and get you 3 or 4 people before you even think about doing a launch in your area. That way there's 3 or 4 people recruiting to that meeting before you bring a leader in. Because when it's just that new IBO, they may set a meeting and 1 person show up, and you may have had a leader that just drove 3.5, 4 hours. That's happened to me before. So now